Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always, told out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to take a look at a bunch of new stuff, a bunch of new Pokémon TCG stuff, which has gone and been, well, I would say revealed, but a lot of it has actually gone and been released, which is kind of awesome, honestly. Some of it has been released on the official Pokémon Center in the US and the UK, so I think that might be a rather nice place to start. So let's start off with probably what is the coolest stuff that's gone and been revealed. Espeon and Umbreon Timeless Friends. Now, there is a playmat. Now, look, some of this stuff is currently shown as sold out. So what I'm going to tell you is very simple. Some of this, yes, is currently shown as sold out. This stuff does tend to get restocked. Now, when it comes to things like the Pokémon Center exclusive Elite Trainer boxes, they will get restocked on release day of the set. That I'm 100% sure about. These, honestly, less so. So I cannot tell you for 100% certain that they are definitely going to be restocked, but I am saying there is a decent chance. I.e., I'm not just showing you a bunch of stuff that has gone and sold out and isn't coming back. I believe there will be some restocks, but I cannot tell you for absolute certain that there will, so please, bear all of this in mind as we roll. So this playmat is in stock for £20 on the UK Pokémon Center and $25 on the US Pokémon Center. That's a general playmat price, unless things are different, we're not going to keep going through this. £20 for a playmat or $25, it's very cool. Now, that is in stock on both the US and the UK site. On the US site, they've also still got the sleeves, which are honestly absolutely stunning. And I say the US site because the UK site is currently showing as sold out. That's a little bit sad. Now, there are two sets of sleeves. There are Umbreon sleeves and Espeon sleeves, and they are going for £7 in the UK or $8 in the US. That's the general price we tend to pay for sleeves. And they've got Umbreon and they've got Espeon. And this shouldn't really surprise anyone, right? Because Umbreon and Espeon are fantastically popular. They are amongst the most popular Pokemon around. And now we've got the lovely mat and we got the lovely sleeves, and it is absolutely stunning. But and like I say, they are in stock in the US, they are out of stock in the UK as I record this, but I very much am hoping they come back. But if you've got a playmat and you've got sleeves, you're going to need yourself a deck box, and we've got ourselves one of those as well. It's £12 in the UK, $13 in the US, and just like we saw with the sleeves, as it stands at the moment, as of recording, and things can absolutely change, it is in stock in the US, but it is out of stock in the UK. So I do videos a lot, and people are like, how come it's in the UK but it's not in the US? Boo, etc. Why do ours sell out so quickly? Grr, and all of that. Well, the good news is, this is apparently one of the times you win. Yay! But if you're not into Umbreon and Espeon, if you prefer a more mothy kind of Pokemon, how about VOLCARONA and FROSMOTH? Now, in terms of price, we're the same thing here. £20 in the UK, $25 in the US. This have yet to sell out anywhere as far as I can tell. And you've got VOLCARONA and FROSMOTH. Basically, you've got some moths. One's ice, one's fire. This playmat is beautiful. I've got friends that like FROSMOTH. I've got friends that like VOLCARONA. This is kind of awesome. But if we have a look at the accompanying deck box, again, we're talking £12 in the UK, $13 in the US, you will notice that it is, it's not even, right? They've gone VOLCARONA on the front, and FROSMOTH is still there, don't get me wrong, but no one's under any impression as to which is the main moth here. It's clearly VOLCARONA. As a side note, I didn't actually point this out properly when we looked at the Umbreon and Espeon deck box, so let me point it out now. It is a double deck box, which can fit two sleeved decks in, and it's got all your dividers, and it's got a magnetic close, and you can write your name on the magnetic close, and it's a very cool deck box, alright? This is among the cooler deck boxes you will see. I'm not always kind to Pokemon accessories. If they're not good, I will come straight out and tell you flat out they're not good. These double deck boxes are good. They're good to play with, and, well, transport your deck. You don't actually play with them. And they are very good for actually, just in terms of looking good. They look good. And this is awesome. And of course, if we've got ourselves a playmat and a deck box, we're going to need some sleeves as well. We absolutely do have some sleeves featuring FROSMOTH and VOLCARONA. And look, they look kind of like the mat, kind of like the deck box. If you're into these Pokemon, these should be absolute no-brainers. If you're fans of these Pokemon, these should be things that you are absolutely rushing out to buy, because they are just awesome. Just really, really, really awesome. And look, I've talked about the rubbishy Ultra Pro. I'm not putting it on the screen. I've talked about the rubbishy Ultra Pro stuff for a while now, and how I don't like it, and I think it's a waste of time. And it's rubbish compared to what they get over in Japan. Well, I got great news for you, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting this over here, and it is pretty cool. Now, obviously, it's been at least 5 minutes since we got some new Pikachu stuff. So we've got some new Pikachu stuff. We've got the Power Grid playmat. There's not actually just Pikachu here. We've got all of the Pikachu-like Pokemon for various games. So we've got Plusle and Minun, we've got ourselves Pachirisu, we've got ourselves Togedemaru, and we got ourselves a Molga. The gang's all here. Usual deal, of course, £20, $25. You know how we're going by now. And the playmat is beautiful and lovely and awesome. So we like this very much indeed, and these Pokemon are pretty popular, and I think people might want this. But hey, there's a double deck box as well, £12 in the UK, $13 over in the US, and of course it is that lovely double deck box, just like we saw a moment ago, that fits 2 sleeve decks, and it's got the magnetic close, and all of that good stuff. It's absolutely beautiful. And then we've got the sleeves. And I've got one last piece of bad news, I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen. The sleeves are sold out in the UK. Not in the US. As I record this, over in the US, they're in stock and it's lovely. But in the UK, unfortunately, these are sold out. Like I've said, these things do tend to sell out and then come back. So I would expect a restock. I don't have any insider information. I don't know for certain. But I do feel pretty good with this, honestly. But like I say, I can't actually say for certain one way or the other. So, sorry about that. And everything so far has had deck box, and sleeves, and playmat. Sometimes 2 lots. The last one we've got is just Solrock and Lunatone sleeves. Now, these kind of look like tarot cards, which is kind of awesome, honestly. And they're just beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. They are absolutely beautiful. No accompanying deck box and playmat, which is a little bit sad. Sorry about that. Again, £7 in the UK, $8 in the US. But this is still absolutely stunning and beautiful. And if you're a fan of Solrock and Lunatone, or you're playing the Solrock and Lunatone deck, you know what? This seems pretty good to me. And we do need to go away from the official Pokemon Center in the US and UK for just a moment here, because there is one other thing I want to show you. And that is Pikachu restaurant merchandise. Now, we've got a promo image that looks like this. It is stunning. And there are 2 products that have currently been revealed. We've got ourselves basically a deck box and a playmat case. And I've realized lately I need a playmat case. So I kind of dig that we're going to be getting these. I might actually order these, even though they are not going to be cheap. I'll tell you how much they are in a second. Clearly they are, I'm assuming, faux leather. And they're clearly very high quality. They've got the stylized legendary Pokemon kind of pressed in or embossed, or however you want to phrase it. And it is just absolutely stunning. Now, the playmat case, which is the one that I absolutely want, I really want that playmat case, you're looking at 4,400 yen. Which, to be fair, isn't the most expensive thing ever. But you are still talking about $33 or about £27 for a playmat case. You can see why I'm a little bit like, ugh. As for the deck box, it comes in exactly half at 2,200 yen. Do remember we're rounding a little bit to make it easier. But you're talking about $17 or around about £13. So yeah, these aren't cheap, but they are premium. And I kind of think sometimes that's worth it. I want a nice playmat case. Problem is, the playmat case is so nice, I kind of want a playmat case. Yeah. Never mind, ladies and gentlemen. Never mind. But now, I want to know what you think about all of this stuff. I want to know what you like the look of. I want to know what you're going to be picking up. I want to know anything you want to tell me. So let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk Pokemon card games, all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, all kinds of fun things. Oh, and of course get shoutouts on the channel, like the lovely Uber MX, who's been a big supporter of ours for a while now, and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for all the support, and for being a very lovely person. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.